I started as a YouTuber, so I started teaching video editing. Then soon after that, I jumped more into freelancing. Now I am an agency owner, so I have a video editing agency here. So we cater mostly to foreign clients, mostly clients who are coaches, YouTubers themselves, and other social media influencers. So my primary target is in video editing.
जो एजेंसी है वो
Yeah.
कैसे आपने स्टार्ट किया था? जो जो स्टार्टिंग फेज रहता है कि पहला पहला कस्टमर या पहला क्लाइंट,
Yeah.
तो वो कैसे हिटअप हुआ था? मतलब इन फ्यूचर क्या है वीडियो एडिटिंग का?
See, video editing, I think will probably stay. The reason being, सबका थोड़ा अलग अलग स्टाइल होता है. AI पूरा रेप्लिकेट नहीं कर पाएगा.
थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग। ओके, तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, आप क्या करते हो और क्या बैकग्राउंड है?
Okay. So, hi everyone. I'm PixelSamy. My real name is Soumyajit. So, I live in Kolkata, India. Now, I started as a YouTuber. So, I started teaching video editing. Then soon after that, I jumped more into freelancing. Now I am an agency owner, so I have a video editing agency here. So we cater mostly to foreign clients, mostly clients who are coaches, YouTubers themselves, and other social media influencers. So my primary target is in video editing for this social media channels, and other than those, I also do consultations and all. I am also a chief marketing officer of a startup. Since it is not yet released, it is still in an NDA stage. But yeah, I do a lot of things at this moment. Yeah.
ओके, तो आपका जो मतलब जो एजेंसी है वो कैसे
Yeah.
आपने स्टार्ट किया था? जो जो स्टार्टिंग फेज रहता है कि पहला पहला कस्टमर या पहला क्लाइंट,
Yeah.
तो वो कैसे हिटअप हुआ था?
So, see, देखो, video editing में it's very simple. Like I started back in 2018 when I started my channel. So, उस समय it was the time when Sam Colder and all these people are like famous YouTubers and famous Instagrammers and all. Sam Colder, Ben TK and all. And what I used to do was I used to break down their editing tactics. Like I used to break down how they made their videos, how they shoot their videos, etc. Now it was just like a proposition where I was showing that I know editing. And to be honest and to be very fair, my first client was someone I never reached out to, or I never thought also that I will be jumping into freelancing anytime that time, to be honest. So one client just came to me and said that, hey, I saw your channel, I know that you know editing, can you help me out with my videos and stuff? So that's how I jumped into freelancing. And to be honest, when I started my channel, I had no intention of agency. I had no intention of like gaining a lot of money or so. I did want to make a like a earning and thing out of YouTube itself, but freelancing and all, I never thought of it, to be honest. But when that client hit me, and I was like, "ठीक है, I have a YouTube channel. I teach editing anyway, so I can help other people for their editing needs as well." So slowly and gradually, after each of my videos, I used to say like, if you want to get your videos edited similar to mine, or if you want any kind of help, to be honest, just hit me up on Instagram. And that's ideally how I did it. Now, to be very fair, I never cold outreach back then. I do it now. I do have a team to do that as well, but I didn't used to do it that time. I just used to promote myself in my own videos. And back then I used to post every day for for probably 2 years. So I probably made roughly around 600 videos in 2 years. I have like made a lot of them private because those are not good. But to be honest, since I posted so many videos, it gave me the confidence of video editing altogether. Yeah.
यस। तो आप जब 2018 में आपने स्टार्ट किया था यूट्यूब,
Yeah.
तो तब तो मतलब ऐसा कुछ यूट्यूब का नहीं था ना गाइडलाइंस और वगैरह कि 100 सब्सक्राइबर्स चाहिए, 1000
Oh,
सब्सक्राइबर्स
haha,
चाहिए?
it was there. It was there.
ओके, था
Like,
तभी।
haha, that rule came in 2016 or 2017 if I'm not wrong. जब
ओके।
Logan Paul का scenario हुआ था. So
ओके।
yeah, that scenario was there. I went into YouTube thinking of that only कि वो तो करना ही है. But then again, if you just do a rough calculation, 1,000 subscribers में उतना कुछ income होता भी नहीं है. So
बिल्कुल।
ऐसे भी like it have been, anyone who started just thinking कि start करने से income होगा, I don't think they will go anywhere with that.
आपने स्टार्ट किया था 2018 में, मैंने
Yeah.
यूट्यूब चलाना सीखा था 2019 में। मतलब मेरे पास पहला
Okay.
फोन आया था तभी, मतलब मेरा भी नहीं था,
Okay.
वो मेरे पेरेंट्स का था, तो आई
Okay.
स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम देयर। ओके, तो आपका जो अभी जो क्लाइंट्स के साथ आप काम कर रहे हो, तो उसको कैसे आप मैनेज करते हो? यू हैव अ प्रॉपर टीम, राइट? तो कितने लोग हैं, क्या क्या करते हैं वो लोग?
Yeah, currently, so I just got the space. Like, मेरा अभी तो office है, so it's like in simple language, it's a 2 BHK का space, 2 BHK apartment का space. So 2-3 रूम renovate करने में बहुत पैसा चलेगा, to be honest. You know, with the
हाँ.
setups and all, computer तो महंगा पड़ता है ना, editing का सब, so it's a very costly investment altogether. So currently, I have 2 full time in terms of just video editing. So 2 full time video editors. Other than those, I do have 2 more on hourly basis who are work from home, so 4 in total, and 2 more who handle my social medias, like social medias as in uploading, scheduling, LinkedIn, वगैरह and all. So
ओके.
I really like that.
ओके, तो आप अभी यूट्यूब पे अभी भी तो आप कॉन्स्टेंटली वीडियोस पोस्ट कर रहे हो?
I barely get time these days. I do plan on, like, since I am getting busier by the day, to be honest. So I'm thinking to at least record something and make some kind of, day in a life kind of blogs sooner or later. But like that way, that what I used to do back 2-3 years before, no, ऐसा नहीं होता है. उतना कंसिस्टेंसी अभी नहीं होता है क्योंकि समय नहीं होता है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. क्लाइंट का काम, देन क्लाइंट मैनेजमेंट, मोस्ट ऑफ द क्लोजिंग्स आई डू माई सेल्फ, एंड most of the final checks of the editing also I do myself, so it's very time consuming, to be honest.
ओके. तो आपने जब यूट्यूब चैनल का जब मतलब ये हो रहा था तभी 2018 में तो उतना रश नहीं था, या उतने सारे मतलब चैनल्स नहीं थे, या उतना कंपटीशन नहीं था, या था, मुझे नहीं पता है.
Yeah,
अब
okay.
अभी आप जो देख रहे हो, क्या लगता है कि अभी अगर कोई यूट्यूबर मतलब स्टार्ट कर रहा है तो क्या वो मतलब ऐसे पहले जो होता था वैसे कंटेंट अगर कॉन्स्टेंटली वो बनाता जाएगा? क्योंकि पहले तो सभी मोबाइल से ही बनाते हैं, मोबाइल से एडिट करते हो, तो क्या अभी भी कोई ऐसा यूट्यूबर बन सकता है या पहले से ही गियर चाहिए होता है?
Oh no, no, गियर का कोई मतलब नहीं है, बट आई विल डेफिनेटली से अ फ्यू थिंग्स कि 2018 एंड अभी में बहुत डिफरेंस है इन टर्म्स ऑफ जस्ट कि 2020 में the number of users exploded a lot because of COVID and stay in home kind of a situation. And उसी के लिए बहुत YouTubers emerged from COVID itself. A lot of YouTubers, to be
Yes.
honest. So abhi it's tougher than 2018 definitely, but it's not like it's a impossible thing, to be honest, because there are many YouTubers who are like 1000 subscribers few months back, now they are like 20K and 30K. So ये possible है. So the most important thing is, of course, your content has to be very unique at this point. Like अभी बहुत general videos बनाने से like up to a certain point चलता है, but थोड़ा you have to be different in some kind of way. Maybe you are a good speaker, maybe you have to like make some funny skits at the start of the video to keep your audience hooked. Good thumbnails, good titles वो तो होता ही है, of course. But yeah, the most important thing I will say that if you can keep your audience hooked for the first 2-3 minutes of a 8-minute video, that person will eventually grow up as a good YouTuber. Because retention is the key here anyway. So if you can retain your audience for at least 30-40%, YouTube will anyway grow you up. Not an absolutely not an issue.
ओके. और आप जब एजेंसी चलाते हो तो अभी तो मतलब एक मतलब बात चल रहा है कि अगर कोई पत्थर अब फेंकोगे तो किसी ना किसी वीडियो एडिटर के घर जाके ही गिरेगा. तो मतलब इतने सारे वीडियो एडिटर्स आ गए. मैं खुद भी एक वीडियो एडिटर हूँ, ठीक है. मैं पहले फ्रीलांस करता था, तो अभी मैं थोड़ा सा एक कंपनी के लिए कर रहा हूँ. तो देखते फ्यूचर प्लानिंग भी थोड़ा सा है, वो भी डिस्कस करने वाला हूँ आपके साथ. तो आपको क्या लगता है, इतना जो स्पेस में इतना सारा चीज़ें जो आ गया है, और एआई भी आ चुका है, बहुत सारे काम जो एआई भी कर लेता है, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि मतलब इन फ्यूचर क्या है वीडियो एडिटिंग का?
See, video editing, I think will probably stay. The reason being, सबका थोड़ा अलग अलग स्टाइल होता है. AI पूरा replicate नहीं कर पाएगा. I don't think that's possible. AI can, reduce the stress of the labor's task, like, cutting the raw clips. अगर talking headshot है, so it can cut the raw clips. There are some AI tools now. Even podcast के लिए autopod है, so it can automatically cut the
यस.
podcast now. So that thing which requires labors and probably a lot of working hours, that can be reduced, but not the video itself, to be honest. वो probably possible नहीं होगा क्योंकि सबका अलग अलग type होता है, सबका अलग अलग इरादा होता है. Like some wants to make it funny with some kind of GIFs and all. Some wants to make it very serious with a very good font. Some wants to have it totally with stock clips. Some wants to have it, totally custom made, with a custom made picture of himself in a portrait and made some custom animation. So बहुत kind of a videos रहता है. Alex Hormozy का style हो गया. So his style grew up so much कि apps started replicating. Now कोई एक particular style में replicate करना probably it's easier for the AI to do so. Let's say, for example, Alex Hermosi style, that alternating text ka color wala style. Nowadays, all the apps like captions and all, Descript and all, they can do so. But if you tell them to make like 1,000 such styles of different kinds of people, it's not possible. कोई एक में probably they can do, but it's not like ये वो नहीं होगा, to be honest. AI का एक वो हो गया, but again, like video editing, like you said, if you throw pathar at every window, there is a
हाँ.
video editor. But to be honest, I have hired video editors myself. I have worked with a lot of freelancers myself. Out of 100, 200 freelancers, probably 2, 3 actually understands what they're doing. Rest are like beating around the bush, don't really know exactly what they're doing. Because in video editing, people think it very easy because they just hear what the person is saying, they just put the things on the screen. That's not the way ideally you do. Whenever I edit videos, or I used to edit videos, I used to understand the video really well, to be honest. And I think that's also one of the key factors why I grew up so much, because if I made any kind of finance video editing, I learned that thing throughout. If I made any kind of a design video editing, I learned that thing throughout. Taxes editing, I used to learn that a lot. Houses, real estate editing, I used to learn that a lot. So just watching the videos thoroughly, you can learn a lot of things. And the moment you start watching that videos and understanding it, you can edit it better as well. Like a very simple trick which I always tell my people who are working here is, if any kind of video has the script, me or you, always show the face, not any kind of stock clip or any kind of text. That focuses the pressure of the sentence a lot. The moment you say you or me, just show the face of the person, and just a split of a second before that, end the stock clip or end the effect or end the GIF or anything. It will instantly create a little bit of a pressure in that scenario to increase the engagement. That's one of the things, but most people don't really understand that unless and until they actually understand the story of the video.
ओके. अगर कोई एक पर्टिकुलर नीश है, मतलब कोई ऑटोमोबाइल कंपनी है या कोई फार्मेसी कंपनी है, क्या दोनों के वीडियो एडिटिंग स्टाइल तो बिल्कुल डिफरेंट होंगे? जो बेसिक है वीडियो एडिटिंग का, कि स्टोरी टेलिंग या जो भी होते हैं जो बेसिक है, वो क्या चेंजेस आते हैं दोनों, मतलब नीश वाइज?
हाँ, niche wise, I will say niche and industry wise दोनों में चेंज जाता है. If you made something, let's say a legal YouTube channel, like law related, and it's another is a dentist का channel. दोनों का of course थोड़ा different रहता है. Also another thing is if the host is male or female, उसमें भी थोड़ा changes रहता है because the color choices vary a lot.
Yeah.
Males, like all the
Warms
men and
colors tone.
the warm colors and bold fonts, while on the other hand, females, they don't really like pink. I will say, I won't say that they will tell you to make pink fonts and all. They usually don't say that, but a little bit more fonts with a little bit of curvy endings and all, they usually prefer that, I will say.
Italic type.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's more like normal and little का बीच में जो पड़ता है, whatever that's called.
ओके, व्हाटएवर. ओके, तो आप अगर कोई एक अभी वीडियो एडिटर स्टार्ट करना चाहता है, उसका जर्नी स्टार्ट करना चाहता है, तो आप क्या बोलोगे कि ये स्टेप्स है, इसको फॉलो करो, या कैसे होगा?
I will say the very easiest of all things is, if you consider yourself a good editor, make tutorial videos on YouTube. Like just break down famous YouTubers styles. अभी तो Sam Colder, Ben TK, ये लोग तो उतना वीडियो नहीं बनाते हैं. So since you are a video editor yourself, you know these people of course. So ये लोग तो अभी उतना वीडियो नहीं बनाते हैं. They have other things to do, and that is exactly the point of this. So abhi ke liye you can anyone who is like starting video editing, they can target all the big normal YouTubers. Let's say Alex Hermosi ho gaya. If Alex Hermosi shorts का tutorial भरा पड़ा है on the YouTube space.
Yes.
But if you make a tutorial on the normal videos, like there are not many videos on that, to be honest, normal videos का. But normal videos में editing बहुत है. There are custom things everywhere. There are custom backgrounds everywhere. Transitions है. So if anyone is starting, let's say, just make one tutorial with this is a transition Alex Hermosi used. This is one topic हो गया. एना टॉपिक हो गया एलएस समोजी, ये टाइप का टाइटल और इमोजी आर्टिफाइल और एफसीपीएस फाइल यूज किया, ये एक और हो गया. Alex Hormozzi, there are some videos where there is a custom face of Alex Hormozzi in a body and वो move कर रहा है. So ये एक और style हो गया. Made videos like that. At the end, give a CT or something. Probably ideally works out that way because video editing right now primarily is for creators only.
Yes.
Mostly people will target the creators only. Ads वगैरह, ads, short film is very different style altogether, and I don't
Yeah.
really make a lot of short films, and I don't think, and I think a lot of people will agree with me that most YouTube के video editors will not be able to make short films
Yes,
because
बिल्कुल.
the style is very
Yes.
different. It has to be a very different kind of a motion altogether. YouTube में it's very fast. It's moving very fast. Short film में वो
Yes.
करोगे तो it doesn't work that way. So both, of course, like it's like civil engineer, mechanical engineer, computer science, as a scene हो गया. But
Yes.
ideally it works that way. Just because you are a video editor doesn't mean you can make all kinds of videos. वो नहीं होता है उतने easily.
इट्स मेक सेंस. अगर अगर किसी का लास्ट मतलब गोल है कि लास्ट गोल है मेरा कि मुझे एक एजेंसी बनाना है या मुझे पिक्सल सैमी बनना है,
Yeah.
तो वो एक यूट्यूब चैनल स्टार्ट करेगा, फिर वहाँ पे वीडियोस के कि और जो फेमस यूट्यूबर्स है वो कैसे वीडियोस बनाते हैं वो ब्रेक डाउन करेगा. ही इज अ
Yeah.
मतलब वो सीख रहा है और
Yeah.
उसके साथ वो कर भी रहा है. देन
Yeah.
उसका लास्ट गोल इज वहाँ पे, तो
Yeah.
कैसे वो ट्रांजिशन होगा?
I'll definitely say that agency खोलना मेरा इरादा नहीं था. I was more like a chill freelancing guy. But the moment I saw कि मेरा pressure इतना हो रहा है कि I can't sleep properly, I was like ठीक है अभी like it's a good time to make a team because I can sustain at this point. The biggest scares like biggest डर जो लगता है agency में is like since people are working under you and they are working for full time, it's a very scary situation if you can't really pay them at time or on time. अभी तक वैसा कोई सिनेरियो अभी तक नहीं आया है टू बी ऑनेस्ट, बट it always haunts me कि that gear should never come. So I always do one thing is I made a separate bank account where I like keep a good chunk of money so that they can like उन लोगों का सैलरी I keep it for 2-3 years का सैलरी सेव करके वहाँ के साइड करके रखता हूँ. It's like a very
Okay.
safe kind of thing, and I think a lot of people will agree with me for small business owners because what happened in COVID also. COVID mein to I was a freelancer, that's not a thing. After that I became an agency owner. So COVID mein a lot of businesses shut down. Why the lot of businesses shut down? It's mostly because their employees were not getting paid and they were leaving, and at the end कुछ नहीं चल रहा था. And वो क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि
They don't
surplus
have the
cash नहीं
money.
था, या money नहीं
Yes.
था वहाँ पे. So उससे तो सबको सीख मिला ना. At the end of the day you have to have an emergency bank account everywhere, just for personal, for professional, जो भी हो. And as a owner it has to be your liability कि they get paid even if you don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. ना मतलब मेरा क्वेश्चन मतलब ऐसा था कि एज अ यूट्यूबर कोई स्टार्ट कर रहा है, उसको एजेंसी बनाना है, तो पहला स्टेप ट्रांजिशन का क्या होना चाहिए?
I'll definitely say कि ये मत सोचो कि तुमको एजेंसी ओनर ही बनना है. वो सोचोगे तो probably वो बहुत दूर का बात होगा. I'll just say कि एक गोल रख लो माइंड में that you want to be this or this, but I'll say focus on what you're doing for this month or for this week and keep making videos and posting videos. क्योंकि हम लोग का background is totally based on online, right? So अगर तुम if you say कि you're just making one video and probably next week again you are forgetting to make one video and then again next month you are posting one video, ऐसा तो नहीं चलेगा. Consistency दिखा के you have to probably at least make it for 2 years without really expecting anything in return. Then slowly and gradually I'll say कि you will get some clients definitely. After a certain point, like when you have a credibility key, you have a good amount of videos to show to clients, because start में clients will ask you कि portfolio दिखाओ. Even I do that.
Yes.
Portfolio दिखाओ, work samples दिखाओ. Even if you don't have like client का work sample, you can show your own work sample. Like कोई as a client, like as me as a owner also, I don't care if you have worked for other clients or not. I just want to see that you can do the work or not. That's the point.
Yes.
So if you like, if any clients say that just show your portfolio, probably they mean ki show your work. You do like they probably will not ask you how many clients you worked with before or something like that. And even if they do, just be honest with them that I have the credibility. This is the proof of my work. This is the work I do. This is the turnaround time. This is how I work. Process बोल दो, probably he or she will understand कि ठीक है नया है but he can work. वही. Another thing, freelancing the problem जो होता है कि people has to be a bit flexible with things. Like आजकल like there are a lot of YouTubers who say कि revisions में extra पैसा मांगो and all. That's fine. That's totally fine, and I totally agree with that. But let's say कि थोड़ा minor small changes हो गया, you should not like ruin the customer experience or the client experience altogether. थोड़ा flexible बना, because in this even today's age, I never ask for like payment upfront. I just ask for the payment once the first draft is done. I make I whenever the video is done, I just slap on with a draft what you said draft ka watermark, and I send it to the client. If the client doesn't like it, I just say that you don't have to pay me, but I don't want to ruin your experience altogether.
Okay.
Samay gaya, that's fine, but most people who are willing to pay will pay nonetheless. But I do feel कि if you just slap on with the invoice, pay अभी करो, otherwise मैं start नहीं करूँगा, or at least give 60-80% for a new client or for a beginner. Now it's like if you are a beginner and the client is it's also like doing this for the first time or second time, trust करना बहुत tough होता है, to be honest. It's a very
Yes.
tough thing. And the worst thing is communication. Like if you can't reply on time, let's say ठीक है 2-3 घंटा सबको ही पड़ता है, ठीक है. Let's say if you ghost them for a week, and but you have asked the invoice instantly, that's not a very good way to like start a freelancing business altogether. So that's why I be very busy, to be honest. So I don't really get a lot of time for replies, and my clients know that. And because most of my clients know that I'm busy, I have this work, that work. But even then, I'm not asking for the payment upfront either. I'm being very frank with them. So I just tell them that when the first draft is done, if you like the work, definitely we can work together. You can send the payment. I'll remove the watermark, send it back to you. You can say your revisions and all, and that's how I usually work. Back then also I used to work like that. Start me, I didn't even used to ask them for money or ask them for what you say as payment or stuff. They used to ask themselves ki when you are going to take the payment and all. And those are really good decent clients, to be honest. And if any client doesn't pay, I'm pretty sure like you will understand that there's a dodgy thing going on, a shady thing going on, because clients like most people are good people, but if you can understand who can pay and who cannot pay, at that point if you feel like बात करने के समय also, if you like get a kind of a sensation कि ये हो रहा है, make a contract saying कि payment ठीक है, payment will be done after the first draft, but no, but without that I will not remove the watermark or something. If the client says कि remove the watermark, payment बाद में कर दूंगा, that's a red flag. Don't do that. Don't do that. I will definitely not recommend doing that. That's one way. So videos बनाओ, like if you want to become a video editor, that is videos बनाओ, step one पे ही होगा. Any platform, to be honest, YouTube पे ही ना हो तो ठीक है. You can be Instagram also. Shorts बनाते रहो in every style, to be honest. Alex Hormozy हो गया तुम्हारा, Vanessa Lau का style भी हो गया. It can be a very classic style like Peter McKinnon also. It
Oh.
can be a any style का बनाओ, and then you can make different videos also कि CTA दो तुम्हारा link in bio में if you want to get your videos edited, because I've seen some people growing like that now. अभी के लिए reels are good. Back then when I started, reels तो exist भी नहीं करता था उस समय. TikTok I don't even recall कि TikTok था या उस समय या नहीं था. So
yeah, I think 2018 में 18 के लास्ट और 2019 में वो बहुत ज्यादा.
बट हाँ उस समय तो लिंक इन बायो भी नहीं था आई गेस टिकटॉक में, और डीएम फीचर भी आई गेस नहीं था. सो वहाँ पे ट्विटर लिंक्डइन में आई डोंट सॉरी नॉट लिंक्डइन, टिकटॉक में उतना तो लाइक कन्वर्शन नहीं होता. नाउअडेज इंस्टाग्राम में आई एम सीइंग कि होता है, because a lot of people give screenshots and all कि how they closed on Instagram and all. So now अभी के लिए स्टाइल आई विल से कि थोड़ा और बदलो. वीडियोस बनाओ डेफिनेटली फॉर क्रेडिबिलिटी, यूट्यूब चैनल बनाओ फॉर क्रेडिबिलिटी, सीटीएस दो एंड ऑल. But now I'll also say that cold DM, cold outreach to your fellow creators and all who can get their videos edited for a price and all and something. Slowly and gradually, you can grow up from that.
ओके, आप गॉक्स के वीडियो देखते हो? गॉक्स आर्ट?
No, no.
नो नो, आप एक बार ट्राई कर
Again, बोलो
सकते
एक बार.
हो। हाँ, गॉक्स, GAWX आई थिंक, गॉक्स आर्ट।
AWS box. Kind of the logic, like the first 30 to 1 minute will be a very solid one, and then it slows down after that.
No, I don't know what the video you were opening, but his video, I'm just मतलब cut it out of frame, I not the frame, 1 to 2 minute,
Yeah.
and there is 50 cuts in 2 or 3 seconds. I'm just wow, क्या कर रहा है बंदा?
You can also like if you anyone wants to like learn vlogging ka editing, I'll say like this is also a blog also, right? So if anyone wants to want to learn vlogging editing, go to Hiller Smith or something. He's Logan Paul's editor.
Okay.
Tremendously like क्या बोलते हैं informational videos, like one of the best ones I have seen, and he's perhaps one of the best editors on the planet right now because he has worked with you know Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and so many other big YouTubers altogether, and he knows how like most of his edited videos are viral because he actually understands how the system works in terms of like just YouTube. I'll definitely say that if he makes a short film, it will be a very different kind of a short film. But he understands YouTube. Like this person understands YouTube in and out.
ओके, तो आप कुछ बताना चाहते हो जो मतलब कोई वीडियो एडिटर हो गया या कोई ऐसा स्टार्ट करना चाहता है?
No, it's mostly the same answer for this also. Like if you want to start, like sorry, if you want to start, first of all, तुम्हारा niche पहले पकड़ो. Like तुम video like editing कौन सा niche में करना चाहती है? Has it is it like YouTubers? YouTubers में भी हो तो like what kind of YouTubers? Blogging का is very different style. Talking headshots का is a very different style.
यस।
Faceless videos का is a very different style. So
कैश
ये
काउ।
cash cow channels के like yeah faceless videos. So it's a very different style. So यहाँ पे आपको choose करना पड़ेगा like which ones you want to master in. AVTV का is a very new style now, like, on a green screen with a lot of motions now. So it's a very new style. Vox का थोड़ा वैसा होता है, but that is also a very new style जो थोड़ा like just barely 1 to 2 years हुआ like in the market right now. So वो एक बार पकड़ के just learn edit because start में I don't think and assume that आपका portfolio भी होगा. So खुद ही record करो, खुद ही edit करो. No one is telling you कि कोई client भी चाहिए. I don't think anyone will tell you like that. अगर आप खुद का वीडियो उतना अच्छा तरह से एडिट कर पाओगे, I don't think any client will ever deny that, and just be honest with them कि ये deliverables है, ये timeline है. Deadline for your first project, I will say don't miss. If you at all miss, at least give some kind of a compensation कि ठीक है मैं deadline miss कर दिया, let's give you a discount for this work. क्योंकि at the end of the day तो customer experience अच्छा करना है. क्योंकि freelancing कर रहे हो तो you have to do that. Even if you look at other agency owners like Ayush Wadhwa, who is Owl Media's founder or other founders, they'll also say कि they don't like working with freelancers. The only reason being कि most of them are good in their craft. They can edit really well videos, but the communication is lacking between them. They are not very flexible in terms of minor things, and that is why most of them like if they know someone personally, that's a very different thing. But if they want to hire, they nowadays think double think a lot of things because even like my friend Ayush Wadhwa, he gave a status few days back on his experience with a freelancer. He was a designer probably. So the same thing, exactly the same thing he mentioned. He was not flexible with the revisions. Every time a tiny minor detail or a thing has to be moved, the person had slapped with the invoice that you have to pay me this, only then I'll do the revision. So काम अच्छा होता है doesn't only mean कि काम अच्छा होता है. You have to make the experience also good.
ओके, तो आपने जब मतलब ये ट्रांजिशन किया था, आपने कितना मतलब आप एज अ क्रिएटिव फील्ड से हो, आप क्रिएटिव इंसान हो, तो अब कितना मुश्किल होता है कि एज अ क्रिएटिव इंसान कोई एक एंटरप्रेन्योरियल साइड या ऐसा कुछ एजेंसी हायर करना पीपल को, बहुत कुछ होता है, फाइनेंस, आपने बोला कि 1-2 साल का एक मनी एक अलग बैंक अकाउंट में रखना चाहिए, तो ये कैसा एक्सपीरियंस था?
I'll say from my childhood, I was very finance oriented, to be honest. Like पैसा
हम्म
कमाना है वो सोचा ही था. Like I was very
हम्म
finance oriented. सब में
ओके
profit loss सभी देखता था मैं,
हाँ
to be
ओके।
honest.
वन क्वेश्चन बीच में,
Yeah,
ठीक है, मैं
definitely.
थोड़ा टोक रहा हूँ, तो कि आप आपका बैकग्राउंड क्या है, मतलब
Oh,
एज अ फाइनेंस?
oh no no no. So I was a IIT aspirant back in the day 12 में 10 12 के
ओह
बाद I didn't really wanted to do that, to be honest. So I took a subject called architecture because it was
या
relatively an to be honest brain intensive नहीं था. It's labor intensive but brain intensive नहीं था. So I was like wanted to choose a subject which can give me a little bit more of a brain space, to be honest. So architecture leke the college was barely like 10 minutes away from my home. So जाके
ओके
आके didn't really used to go to college much, but जाके आके I used to sit with YouTube and all.
ओके
That's
ओके ओके ओके, कंटिन्यू करते हैं पहले के क्वेश्चन।
yeah. What was the question again?
व्हाट
What
इज
was
द
the question?
एक्सपीरियंस, या व्हाट वाज द एक्सपीरियंस टू
Okay,
ट्रांजिशन
yeah,
बिटवीन?
finance का बोल रहा था ना.
हाँ हाँ
So start से ही मैं like profit loss तो सब में ही देखता था. I was a good stock market fanatic when COVID hit, so I did profit a lot in the COVID pandemic as well due to the stock market. And वो एक हो गया. So I'm very finance oriented. Emergency fund, travel fund, backup fund, जो भी बोलते हो like सब पढ़ के रख के. Backup fund बोल के कुछ नहीं होते. Emergency fund,
हाँ हाँ
travel fund, तुम्हारा employee के लिए अलग fund, एफडी करना है या नहीं करना है, और स्टॉक मार्केट में देना है या नहीं देना है. क्रिप्टो में देना था पास्ट टेंस है, और क्रिप्टो में देना था
हाँ
या नहीं देना था. सो आई यूज्ड टू स्टडी देम अ लॉट. वो एक हो गया.
ऑल
So
दिस
one thing about being an agency owner is you have to accept the fact, like अंदर से तुमको समझना पड़ेगा ये कि
थिंग।
you will not be able to do the things exactly like you want to, because उस समय you will have other people also, and it's very much not possible कि everyone understands everything you are thinking in your mind unless and until you communicate with them. So slowly and gradually वो हो गया. अभी it's more or less on a stable phase, but starting में नहीं था. Starting में it was all over the place, like things were not turning out the way it should. Then I used to work at those projects to finish them up. So वो उतना आसान नहीं था the way it looks like, because most clients have a deadline of, like most are YouTubers, so they have a deadline of 3-4 days. If someone
यस
edits the video and it's not good, then I have to sit with the videos, and वहाँ पे I am paying also someone editing the videos also. So वहाँ पे बहुत प्रॉब्लम हुआ था बैक इन द डे, क्योंकि वो लाइक सोलो से टीम में जाना, इट्स लाइक आई थिंक एवरी एजेंसी ओनर्स का प्रॉब्लम, स्पेशली सर्विस बेस्ड ओनर्स का प्रॉब्लम, because
या
editing is mostly a service, to be honest. It's not a product, right?
यस
So product बना के तो you can put ads, promote different kinds of things you can do. Service में तो when the like main product of the service is editing, and editing का experience तो मेरे पास है ना. I can't like copy and paste the experience onto a new person. वो ऐसा तो नहीं होता.
या
And सिखाना is a very different craft altogether, especially सामने सामने. वीडियो में you can say कि do this, do this, do this, and the other person on the opposite part of the screen probably will not even know you personally. They can slow mo, pause, do, pause, do, and they can do that. सामना सामनी जब तुम देखोगे कि एक सिंपल चीज जो 5 मिनट में हो जाता, they are doing it in 45 minutes. उस समय तो you have to like be patient कि ये हो जाएगा, obviously, just time दो थोड़ा. And yeah, so creativity I'll say थोड़ा reduce हो जाता है in that process, क्योंकि उस समय you have to think a lot of things. Profit हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा, you have to think कि next client आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा, and finance का देखना है, new client भी close करना है, cash flow ठीक ठाक चल रहा है या नहीं चल रहा है वो भी देखना है. And वैसे the creativity reduces, but I will say that everything is creative, to be honest, because उसने भी like finance manage करना, these are also creative things. These are not like very
यस
monotonous things, because tally करना is ठीक है, it's a manual work, that's a very different thing. But like creatively पैसा manage करना कि ये ऐसे side में रखो, then at this point ये काम में यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. Those are very creative things. And other things such as you can just look at a person and just say ki, I know that you are having problems in this kind of editing, I can help you out with this, these are the things you should do. वो भी एक अलग टाइप का क्रिएटिविटी है, like to understand a
हम्म,
human psychology. तो उसमें भी प्रैक्टिस लगता है, दैट सामना सामनी विद एक्सपीरियंस हो जाता है, बट दैट्स नॉट एग्जैक्टली लाइक द काइंड ऑफ वीडियो एडिटिंग का क्रिएटिविटी जो मैंने स्टार्ट किया था.
हम्म.
Transition में it was tough, but slowly and gradually from editing videos, you are gradually learning how human mind or human psychology works.
वो बहुत मैटर भी करता है ना, अगर कोई ऑडियंस को आप हुक करना चाहते हो आपके
Yeah,
वीडियोस में, अगर
yeah,
उसका साइकोलॉजी आप समझते हो तो इट्स
yeah,
मोर इजी.
yeah.
हम्म. ओके. तो आप मतलब इस स्पेस में 2018 से हो, और आपका जो एजेंसी है वो कब से मतलब आपने स्टार्ट किया था?
ऑफिशियली तो लाइक ऑफिशियली एजेंसी रजिस्टर्ड लास्ट ईयर था, बट
हम्म.
अनऑफिशियली फ्रीलांसिंग बेसिस में उन लोग तो हायर करना एंड ऑल. सो वो लाइक 2-3 साल हो गया.
ओके. ओके. हम्म.
क्योंकि एट द एंड ऑफ द ऑफिशियली बनाना इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट थिंग, ऑफिस स्पेस बनाना एंड ऑफ कोर्स
हम्म.
लाइक having them in office and all, that's one thing, but having them remote in one place, उसमें liability थोड़ा कम पड़ जाता है, क्योंकि there are no contracts कि मैं तुमको इतना काम दूंगा या नहीं दूंगा.
हम्म.
Most I usually prefer hourly rates. Whenever it's work from home, I usually prefer hourly rates, to be honest. The reason being, one thing is that if there are any revisions, I want you to get paid in somehow or the other, and you are just putting your own working hours. The working hours के भी हिसाब से तुमको payment मिलता है. And what
हम्म.
are your working hours ka rates? Some people quote a lot, to be honest. 1000, 2000, 500, some 200,
यस.
300, 150. So ideally क्या होता है, the easiest way to count the working hours is, let's say तुम्हें वीडियो एडिटिंग का जॉब भी पकड़ लो, कोलकाता में ही पकड़ लो, मैक्सिमम तुम्हें कितना मिलेगा? Let's say 20K for example, 20K, 25K a month. एंड उन लोग को वर्किंग आवर्स लेट्स से बहुत होता है, लाइक 7-8 आवर्स तो होता ही है. सो मल्टीप्लाइड बाई, सो 8 आवर्स इंटू 5, सैटरडे का हाफ डे पकड़ लो, 14, लेट्स से 160 आवर्स ओनली. सो 20,000, 25,000 बाई 160 कितना होता है? सो वट एवर दैट इज यूजली योर वर्किंग आवर्स का रेट. मोस्टली व्हाट आई यूजुअली डू इज, मैं इस रेट से ज्यादा पे करता हूँ टू कन्विंस पीपल, बिकॉज whenever I say to them that this is the working, and most people don't really understand why this is happening or इतना कम क्यों मिल रहा है मुझे. But then I tell them कि this is the logic that if you get any job, it's no different. Like probably तुमको कम ही मिलेगा overall, क्योंकि you are spending there 8 hours. And here, if you are like hourly rates में timer चला के काम करो, it's probably you are very flexible. तुम रात को भी काम कर सकते हो. You can do it in the
यस.
early morning also. Anytime you feel like you can do those. And फिक्स रेट का एक प्रॉब्लम होता है कि फिक्स रेट में फिक्स रेट में द इंडस्ट्री slowly declining down, to be honest, because most यूट्यूबर्स who are big enough, they realize कि इन हाउस में ज्यादा सस्ता पड़ेगा. ठीक है.
यस.
So they usually take in-house teams right now, mostly. And most agency owners, they have a fixed salary base mostly. They don't do project wise. So if you are like someone who is pitching them that you are going to do project wise, probably owners will not hire you anymore, to be honest. Full time लोग हैं, probably देखो ये घूम फिर के it's less than the working hours I provide.
यस.
एट द एंड यही होता है, मोस्टली यही होता है, क्योंकि मोस्ट पीपल हु इन माय एक्सपीरियंस केम टू मी, आई टोल्ड देम दैट दिस इज द वर्किंग आवर क्रेडिट, then they were not interested, and few months back they came back to me saying that yeah, I worked with this company, the amount of work they made me do. और सुबह 10 को जाता हूँ, रात 11 तक रोक के रखते हैं, एंड then they thought कि ये मिल रहा है, like that person used to earn 14,000 probably. एंड
ओके.
वहाँ पे 8-9 घंटा डेली काम करना पड़ता था, इंक्लूडिंग सैटरडेज. वहाँ पे आवरली रेट्स 40-50 में होगा, बेयरली बेयरली. सो
हाँ, तो
उस
ये
समय,
भी होता है ना, जो जब बहुत ज़्यादा ये आता है कि बहुत सारे वीडियो एडिटर्स है, तो आप गिरेगा ही वो रेट. अगर तुम मीडियोकर या उसके नीचे वीडियो एडिटर हो तो वो रेट गिरेगा ही.
हाँ वही वही, दैट इज व्हाट.
हम्म.
आइडियली इंडिया में आई विल से कि 15,000 से 35 to 40,000 का रेंज होता है, इफ यू वांट टू गेट अ जॉब, टू बी ऑनेस्ट.
यस.
उसके ऊपर इट्स वेरी टफ. unless and until like तुम्हारा owner or the YouTuber is over million subscribers or something. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, even if you like get that much money, there is just a limited amount of time you have. It's not like अगर तुमको मैं 2 लाख महीने का दे दूं, तुम 100-200 वीडियो तो नहीं बना पाओगे. It's impossible for a human being. उस समय they think कि instead of like getting 1% for 1 lakh, let's take 3% for 30,000.
Yes.
Like
Makes sense.
yeah.
ओके, तो जो लोग पहले पहले वीडियो एडिटिंग स्टार्ट करते हैं या जिसको फ्रीलांस करना होता है, वो लोग फ्रीलांसर, अपवर्क के ये सारे चैनल्स पे जाते हैं.
Yeah.
तो आपको क्या लगता है, इट्स वर्थ?
Oh yeah, I'm a top rated on Fiverr also.
ओह.
So I do have a few Fiverr channels. One of them is a level 2, another one is a top rated one. So
Okay.
I do get a lot of work from Fiverr itself. Upwork me I don't do because I don't get time to write proposals nowadays. But Upwork में I do get high ticket clients more than Fiverr. Fiverr में सस्ता clients मिलता है बहुत, but quantity में मिलता है. So that time I see कि किसका effort to pricing का ratio ज़्यादा है, and I take those clients. Upwork में I do send proposals from time on and on. उसमें हाई टिकट क्लाइंट ज्यादा मिलते हैं, बट कन्वर्शन इज वेरी कम, क्योंकि बहुत सारे स्पेशली लाइक our neighboring countries, they charge very less. I don't want to name to prevent any kind of controversy, but our neighboring countries, they take a lot of like in terms, sorry, not a lot of, they take a lot lesser money compared to us. So वहाँ पे it's impossible to compete at that point. तुम उन लोगों को सिखा नहीं सकते कि charge more. The reason being उन लोगों के इकोनॉमी में वो necessary नहीं है, and they are very much needy of money. So तुम वो justify नहीं कर सकते कि you have to charge more. उन लोगों को अगर पैसा नहीं मिलेगा, तुम तो नहीं कुछ नहीं बोलोगे ना. So they are also no, I will not say desperate. They need money, to be honest, and they at least it's some money is better than no money, to be honest. So उसमें I don't think I can compete with that. The only way I can compete ideally is that मैं खुद एक YouTuber हूँ, so it's very easy for me to say कि मेरा USP यही है कि I know the space in and out. I'm a YouTuber myself, so it's a very good
ये
career.
बहुत एक अच्छा हो जाता है ना कि आपके पास इतने सब्सक्राइबर्स है, मैंने ऐसा कर रहा था तो मेरे पास ऐसा है, तो मैं भी ये आपको प्रोवाइड कर सकता हूँ.
I can at least provide you with the guidance slowly and gradually. And even if the client doesn't close, I say कि if you have any kind of doubts, just reach out to me. And if उसका current editor के साथ, let's say that person charged a lot lesser than me, but he is like texting me कि how is this video, ये कैसा है, have some suggestions and all. अगर experience पूरा हो उस editor के साथ, he comes back to me saying that can you just edit this video for me quickly and all. ऐसा होता है.
So you have a many of connections to creators, right?
Yeah, a lot of them. Nowadays, it has reduced a bit because I am more into the business space now. Like I said, I am also a chief marketing officer of a company, so थोड़ा busy रहता हूँ compared to like fully creator space में. But like yeah, overall yes.
Okay, okay. तो आपका जो और एक जो बिजनेस चिप, वो अगर आप बताना चाहे कि किस में है, क्या है?
I can't say the sector yet because
Okay.
it's still like I have an NDA signed and it's still not released. Had it been released, I would have said कि क्या है and all. But it's a very good. I will say that it's one of the very good ideas of the world right now.
It's a
And
service based or
no, it's not a service based.
product?
It's a
Okay.
product based. It's a product based. It's an app basically. It's a app
Okay.
in a
Okay.
very simple language. So it's a product and does a lot of things. And hopefully, when it launches, we can make a difference in the world. That is what I'm targeting.
Okay. Okay. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, a lot of like complexities happen. Like the brand name is a very good brand name. Like it's a very catchy brand name. So to trademark that one brand name, it took us a while. Because it's a very common name as well as it's very Gen Z and millennial style. I think I can tell the brand name, to be honest. It's called Minimals because
Minimals. Okay.
yeah. So very catchy brand name. No one knows what it does. So yeah,
But
that is
I think if you want, I cut it the scene or the thing. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये कोई क्लोथिंग साइड में है.
No, not clothing. Clothing,
Okay.
the only reason you are saying it clothing mein, there is because there is also a brand called Minimalist.
Yeah,
There are also many brands with the adjective used in minimals.
yeah. I also
देखो,
in this ये clothing में तो मैं खुद हूँ.
हाँ तो because this name is so सुनने में ही लगता है ये तो पता है मुझे ऐसा कुछ फील होता है हर समय.
अच्छा.
So yeah, it's not clothing.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Okay.
not physical at the moment.
Okay. Oh, you said that no, it's a app,
It's
right?
app.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So thank you for the time.
Yeah, definitely,
इट्स अ
definitely.
प्लेजर टू मीटिंग यू और बहुत सारे कुछ सीखने को मिला. यहाँ पे समाप्त करते हैं
Yeah,
वीडियो को.
definitely.